Good morning, dear students. Beta, today we will discuss our daily worksheet 17, scheduled 21st December 2020 from your new chapter, our environment. Okay, it's a very interesting as well as very easy worksheet. So let's start. Ecosystem. What is ecosystem? The entire interacting organisms in an area together with the non-living constituents of an environment form ecosystem. Means ecosystem consists of living as well as non-living constituents, but they must interacting. Okay, the entire interacting organism in an area together with the all non-living constituents is known as ecosystem. We have two type of ecosystem, natural as well as artificial. Natural ecosystem which exist in the nature itself only, like your ocean, forest as well as lakes and ponds. Artificial, which are man-made. Man-made ecosystems are called artificial ecosystem, like crop fields, garden, aquarium, etc. Okay. Now we have the components of ecosystem. We have two type of components in ecosystem, that is biotic as well as abiotic. Okay. In biotic we have plants and animals. In abiotic we have air, water, moisture, okay, soil, etc. Now when we talk about biotic components, again it is divided into three, like producers, consumers as well as decomposers. Okay, what are consumers? And again these consumers are divided into four categories, that is herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous as well as parasites. Okay, now coming to what is abiotic component. All the non-living component in a particular area such as air, water, land, light, temperature, moisture, humidity, all are included into your abiotic component. And whereas the biotic component, all the living component such as plant, animal, bacteria, fungi, they all form biotic components. Okay, they all included into biotic components, right? See, based on the nutrition, biotic components are further divided into four, like as we have already discussed. Based on the nutrition, biotic components are divided into producers, consumers and decomposers. Okay, producers, we have all the green plants are under the category of producers, and blue-green alga, because they make their own food. They produces their own food by using the abiotic components by the process of photosynthesis. So they are called as producers. Okay, and consumers, those who depend upon the producers, are called as consumers, or basically primary consumers. Okay, consumer including all animals which depend upon the producers directly or indirectly for their food is called as consumers. Okay, again these consumers are divided into four parts, like herbivorous, omnivorous, carnivorous and parasites. Like herbivorous, we have plants eater. Okay, those animals which eat plant only. These things are very very simple, which you have already studied in your junior classes. So plant eater are called as herbivorous. Example, goat, deer, elephant. Carnivorous, flesh eater, called crocodile, tiger, wolf, etc. Omnivorous, omnivorous eat both plant as well as animals like human beings and crow, etc. Parasites, they live on the body of the host and take the food from it, like cuscuta in case of plant and lice in case of human beings. Lice is an example of animals. Okay, whereas cuscuta is an example of plant which live on the other body called host body to take their food. uh, I must tell you about the cuscuta. You must have seen some trees near the roadside and all. They are covered with a yellow kind of tendrils. Okay, these tendrils are nothing but the plant called cuscuta. They take the food from the that plant. Okay. Now coming to decomposers. In decomposers include organisms which decompose the dead plant and animals, for example, bacteria, fungi. These help in the replenishment of the natural resources. See, decomposers include all organisms which decompose or they feed on dead or decaying plants as well as animals. Basically, they are bacteria and fungi. They releases a kind of enzyme from their body, and that help in the replenishment of the natural resources. Okay, and they get the food from these dead plants and animals. Okay. Now coming to the food chain. What is this food chain means? The food chain food chain is a series of organism in which one organism eat another organism. Like they have shown you an example of grass, deer and lion. See, means this food chain is a series of organism. They all are organism. They depend upon one another for their food. Okay, see, this grass is eaten by deer and this deer is eaten by this lion. Means this deer depends upon the grass and this lion depend upon this deer for its food requirement. Okay, so this is called as a food chain. In the food chain, various steps where the transfer of energy is taking place are called as tropic level. Next term is tropic level. Okay, see, when they get the food from other organism, like this deer get the food from this grass, ultimately it get the energy from this grass, as well as this lion when it eat deer, it get energy from this deer. So energy transform is taking place from one organism to another organism, and this type of energy transformation when taking place is called as tropic level. Okay, so see, flow of energy has been because they are getting food from one another, so through the food they get energy. So the flow of energy in the food chain is unidirectional. Always the flow of energy is unidirectional. Means this deer get the energy from the grass and not from the lion, and this lion get the energy from the deer. Okay, so energy transformation is taking place from producer level to the consumer level. Okay, see, next, the green plants capture only one, and that is why this is called as energy flow is taking place in a unidirectional. Okay, always in the unidirectional form. The green plants capture 1% of sunlight and convert it into food. Green plants uses the sunlight for the process of photosynthesis for making their food, and for this process of photosynthesis they use only 1% of light. Okay, to make their food, and energy transformation is taking place by the law of 10%. Okay, energy transformation is taking place through the law of 10%. Only 10% energy is transferred from one tropic level to next tropic level, and 90% of the energy is used in the life processed by the same tropic level. Okay, I'll explain you. See, if we take the example of this uh, this food chain like grass, deer and lion. Okay, in this grass is making, because it's a green plant, it make its own food by the process of photosynthesis by using sun's energy, just 1% of it. Okay, and they make their own food, right? Now this deer eat this grass. How this deer and how much energy this deer will get from the grass? Let's see. If we consider, we take the example that we have 1000 joule energy is there with the grass, then according to this 10% law, energy transformation is taking place according to this 10% law, then this deer get 10% of this 1000 joule, means 10% of this 1000 joule means it get 100 joule. This deer get 100 joule energy by taking this grass. Now question arises that what about this 900 joule energy which is left after if we minus this 100 joule? This 900 joule energy is consumed by plants only, which are called as producers. Plants only to perform their various life processes like respiration, conduction, and digestion. Okay, all the process. Okay, even reproduction, cell division, all the life processes has been taken this rest amount of energy to fulfill their requirement. Okay, now coming to next tropic level. Now this deer get 100 joule of energy. Okay, what about this lion? When this lion eat this deer, so 100 joule, 10% of this 100 joule, let's see how much energy lion will get. Just 10%. Okay, this lion will get just 10%. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. And one very important aspect, right? Because always a vegetarian person or a organism directly depend upon the plants, so they have high energy as compared to a person who is carnivores. Okay, a herbivorous animal has more energy level, as well as they get more energy as compared to herbivores. A herbivore can get more energy than a carnivore. Now coming to the tropic level, let's see. This is the picture of ideal pyramidal, and this kind of even in your NCRT it is like this. This is nothing but the same. In lower level we have producers. In this we have primary consumer, like those organisms which eats plants only. Secondary we have carnivorous consumers. Okay, and here we have tertiary consumers. Okay, this is called as pyramid of energy, and flow of energy is taking place like this. It is unidirectional, it is never reverse. Okay, so and see this is the example of energy transformation. If this producer has 1000 joule energy, according to 10,000 joule of energy, according to, see this 10,000 joule of energy, according to 10% law, it will give 1000 joule of energy to next tropic level. See, and again this next tropic level get energy according to 10% law, that is 100 joule energy. Okay, see this, and in next tropic level again it is 10 joule energy which is received by the tertiary consumer level. Okay, and see this, the sun, which is very important. They have shown you the energy of sun which is used by only producer level. See, and they use only 1% of energy. Okay, so we have, let's see, then we will get according to 1%. See this 10,000 joule of energy is there with the producer level, right? Now very important, biological magnification. This is the concentration of harmful This is the concentration of harmful chemical increases with every next tropic level in the food chain, and this is biological magnification. As we move from one tropic level to another tropic level, the amount of energy received is decreases as it is shown over here, but the concentration of harmful chemical increases as we move from one tropic level to the other. Okay, so the amount of harmful chemicals increases as we move every next tropic level in the food chain. Okay, maximum concentration is found in the human beings because they are at the top level of the food chain. Okay, so this is all about today's worksheet. Let's do practice exercise. We have only 2 questions there. If 20,000 joule energy is at the producer level, what amount of energy transformed to secondary consumer level? Okay, let's see. At producer level, we have how much? 20,000 joule energy is there, and according to 10% law, next primary consumer level, we have according to 10% law. Okay, so we have, that is 2000 joule, and in next level we have 2000 joule, 10%, according to that we have only 200 joule. Okay, so in this level, if it is there with, see, if it has 20,000 joule of energy, then this primary consumer get 2000 joule and the secondary consumer get 200 joule, and likewise it is decreases. Okay, next we have draw the food chain of pond as well as forest. See, for the second question we have this is the answer of your second question part for forest, because lion is there in the forest, deer is there in the forest. So this is the example of a food chain available at forest level. And pond, so for pond we can make if we take small green plants called alga, and even in the ocean they are called as phytoplanktons. Okay, so this green plants which are called as tiny plants, green plants called, even you can take the example of alga, they are eaten by some small insects. These insects are eaten by fishes present in the pond, and these fishes are eaten by that you can say, and beta fishes are eaten by egret called jisko to whom you call bagula in Hindi. Okay, so this is a kind of food chain present in the pond. Okay, so students, this is all about your today's worksheet. I hope you understand it very well. So do like, share with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you bache, take care.